Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm super excited to be here with you today. My name is Becky LaFave, better known as She's in Charge of Business. I help you build a personal brand, influence others, and build that online business. So one of the things I want to talk about with you today is when an entrepreneur won't start their business, or they're so scared to start their business, it is just a fear of failure and rejection. We all have this natural ability to have the fear and rejection as humans, right? So this is why people are holding themselves back from doing a lot of things, going live, starting a business, period, not believing in themselves. So today I want to talk to you about overcoming your fear of failure and rejection inside of your business. So welcome on. Thank you so much for joining. If you're catching me live, say hello. If you're catching me on the replay, what's up, replayers? Super happy that you're here. And so also, I want to let you know, if you share this broadcast, I know if you're on the IG, you can share. If you are on Facebook and you're not in my personal community, go ahead and share this broadcast out, because if you share, this means you care, right? Sharing is caring about other people. Most likely, if you're on here, you're an entrepreneur, you have friends that are. And so just by sharing and caring, I offer up a gift card. You could be chosen for the next person to get that gift card and say thank you for caring about others. So I appreciate that, right? And showing the love to others is what we're all about as entrepreneurs, at least in my world. Okay. So if that's you, drop in and say hello. What's up, ladies? Monica, welcome to this live broadcast. Super excited to see you. Hey, Gail, what's up on the IG? So listen, there's so many things that we need to overcome in our business, right? I mean, I have been an entrepreneur for 31 years, and I don't care if you have a job, you're working in the corporate world, you're an entrepreneur. There is always going to be a fear of rejection, and there's always just going to be fear, period, in any kind of workforce that you're in. So how do you overcome these things? Well, I'm going to give you some tips today on how to do that. So no matter where you are in the world and you're wanting to exit out to be to be online and actually have your own business, these are the same principles, right? These are going to be the same principles that you need to exit out and do your thing, right? Step up into who you truly want to be. And number one is, it always starts. Like, I remember hearing this for years, and sometimes you get it right away, and sometimes we say, no, I do have a great mindset. But there's a big difference in a growth mindset and just a mindset, right? Like, what kind of mindset do you have? And today I'm going to talk about reframing that mindset. We need to reframe our mindset. So changing the way we think about failure is one of the biggest things we need to look at. We need to review it, right? When we say failure, what does that truly mean to you? Not to somebody else, because it really doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter what it is for somebody else, only what matters to you, because that's what's going to hold you back from taking the next step in your business, in your life general, right? Maybe you're looking for your love of your life, and that's holding you back. So this could be around anything that you're scared to fail at, because you know what, just stepping outside, you might be scared to fail at something. And knowing this was the biggest thing, and a huge opportunity for growth for any of us, is everybody feels the same way you do when it comes to this. It's just at different degrees, right? I don't care if you're trying to reach your first six figures. You have the same things going on. I don't care if you're going to the next, part of your business, 7, 8, let's face it, billionaires. You can look at everybody and where they're at. They all face the same thing. But the one thing that makes them different and how they get there is how they reframed and looked at it and saying, how can I shift this mindset and approach this challenge differently? They don't sit on it. They make a decision and snap, they move on, right? I talk to so many successful entrepreneurs, and they have a positive attitude. right? What is your attitude around that? You got to look at your attitude. How can I increase this, right? How can I increase failure faster, right? Do you have that kind of mindset? How do I get out and do a live video and fail at it? Maybe I'm going to screw up in the beginning. Maybe I'm going to screw up somebody's name. Maybe I'm just going to screw up altogether. Who cares, right? Get out there and move forward in your life. That's how you do it. So, number one, reframe your mindset. Number two, embrace uncertainty. Okay, like listen, if you think things are gonna just be like flying steady, like, ooh, no problem. I'm going up. Well, girlfriend, I'm with you. I'm for you. But let's be embracing the uncertainty when there is the bump in the road. And I talk to so many women that will take them out just like that, right? It'll take them out. Don't let that be you. Okay. So it means be more flexible, be more open. I talk to so many women, and let's say we all do stand in our power, right? We all do stand in our power. And I want you to stand in your power, but also know somebody else's power, right? Their knowledge. Don't act like you're the smartest room in the smartest girl in the room, because then you're in the wrong room. I promise you. You're in the wrong room. You want to be, probably not at the bottom, but the bottom ain't so bad depending on what room you're in. If you're in the bottom of a billionaire room, that's okay to be at the bottom, right? But if you want to get into that next level, you got to be somewhere where there's people around you that are like, yes, girl, yes, right? So you got to be willing to pivot your mindset. You got to be pivoting your mindset. Embrace uncertainty. Embrace uncertainty. We are going into uncertain times. We have been for some time now, and we're really going into them. I talk to some people and they're like, oh no, we're not in a recession. I talk to other people, girlfriend, where are you at? Where are you at? Right? Because we're headed. So I want you to really think about that. Be willing to be open for change. That is a very growth mindset. And we want to make sure that we approach it when necessary. Approach it was necessary. Don't be expecting to know it all, right? Because if you do, like I said, you're in the wrong room. You're in the wrong room. There's going to be obstacles along the way to the journey of success, right? There's going to be a lot of them. Okay. So just know it. And so when something comes up, you pivot. That's how you do. You pivot. So number three, surround yourself with positive influencers. Okay. Here's one thing that the last couple of years, I run two businesses, right? Last couple of years, I would ask people, who are your biggest influencers daily in your life? Daily in your life. Okay. So most of them will tell me, well, I work, I've been working at this job forever. I have 5 people that are around me. Okay. But are they positive? There's a difference. Are they the negative people in the world that are constantly talking about what's going on in life, what's the news, all this daunting stuff? That is influencing you no matter what. What music do you listen to? All of the things. I want you to think about what is surrounding you at all times, because we don't deeply think about this at that level. And all of that is influencing you. Every bit of it. Okay. Whether you know it, it's in the background. It's still influencing your brain. Your brain is a computer that computes everything. It takes it in. And so you have to be so conscious of this. I was talking with, a client of mine yesterday, and she said, she really struggles with this piece. And that's why I said it's so important to be in a community of women. So if you don't have that, you need to find that and say, can I get in your community? I need to be around uplifting women. The women that I have been doing life with, I need different women in my life. It's okay to be okay with that. Would you agree? Drop a 1 below if you're like, I need some positive new people in my life. I'm listening to her. She's my best friend. I love her. Okay. Love her, but don't let her in all the time. And that can be a hard thing for you. You got to love yourself first and give yourself permission, because most people are not going to go where you're going to go. Let's just face it, they're not. So you need to surround yourself so you're impacted by bigger people, right? Their mindset, their attitudes, they don't fear rejection. They don't fear the fear, right? I had another woman I'm coaching the other day, and she was like, why can't I just be happy where I'm at right now? I'm doing great. Why do I said, why are you limiting yourself? I said, you're going to put in the effort. You're going to put in the work anyway. Listen to your limiting beliefs that you have right now. You're okaying to stay little because you're scared of what you don't know. Why are you doing that? And she's like, oh, no, I'm just speaking out loud. No, listen to yourself. We don't listen to our thoughts enough, right? So you got to be around positive people. That's why I say it's my job to speak life into you, right? Whether I'm your coach or I'm your girlfriend. I don't let my girlfriends talk about themselves down. How are we moving forward? What are we doing, right? I don't allow it in my life, and you shouldn't either. You shouldn't either. Number 4, take realistic goals. Now, I'm saying realistic, but I'm saying realistic goals. Like if you've never made $1 million and you're like, I'm going to make $1 million this year, and you haven't made 6 figures, right? Like, let's be a little realistic, because what happens when you don't achieve that, your brain automatically says you're a failure. So let's just say you're like, I'm going to get 5 new customers this month, or I'm going to get 5 new clients this month. Okay. And you've been able to do that all along. That's not a goal. You've been able to do that. You want to push yourself a little bit more. So maybe you're like, you know what? I can easily get 5 new clients or customers every month. I'm going to push myself, and I'm going to push for 8. I'm going to push for 8 and push for more if you can. But if you hit 8, it's a win for you. And your body says, yes, I can achieve this. I have a sense of accomplishments. I can reach these things. And guess what happens? You are building your confidence along the way. This is important because every time you get knocked down, your confidence gets knocked down. And guess what happens? You don't have the courage to go after it anymore. And so many times, this is what I see happen. We take too big of a leap, right? We take too big of a leap. We don't get it. So our confidence gets knocked down. Then we don't have the courage to move forward in our business, and it just slowly declines. Am I right, ladies? Drop a 2 below if you're feeling me. Hey, Melissa, nice to see you here. This is so important. You're so right to hang out with the right influence. Okay, and last but not least, number 5. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Slow down enough. I didn't do this for years because I'm one of those just go, 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 right? But you got to slow down enough. And a coach told me some time ago, really, you want to look at 3 things, right? Slow down enough to say, okay, what went right? What went wrong? And what might I do differently? Listen to the language I'm using. What went right? What went wrong? What might I do differently? What might? That might in your brain goes to figuring out instead of hurting you, where we usually use negative language, might get your brain to go, well, I might have did this, or I might have did that, right? And then reevaluate the things, because you need to overcome those mistakes so you don't keep on repeating. Because how many of us keep on repeating things in our life that we don't, because we don't take the time to really sit back and reevaluate, why do I have a bad relationship? Why do I have all these relationships around me that are not positive? Sometimes we got to take an inner look at ourselves, and it can be a little painful. It can be a little painful because we want something else, but we ain't willing to look at ourselves, because if we have a fixed mindset, there's nothing wrong with us, right? We all have something that we can improve on. Would you agree with me? Drop a 5 below if you agree that statement. We all have something, okay? So as entrepreneurs, you don't want to hold yourself back and not achieve success, right? You got to change your mindset. You got to embrace uncertainty. You got to surround yourself with positive influence, set realistic goals, but goals that will push you, and learn from your mistakes so you can overcome fear. So if you right now are like, yes, I love this, but Becky, I don't have a lot of leads. I'm struggling to get new customers, new clients, so I can get over these hurdles. Well, I'm going to let you know right now, drop leads below because I have something special for you coming up. I am doing a challenge called Attract Leads on Autopilot. So if you're looking to get more customers and more business, then you don't want to miss out on this upcoming challenge that I am going to be sharing some really good stuff to get you out there and creating more for yourself. Okay. So if you want that, make sure to drop leads down below and I will make sure that you get that. Okay. All right. Well, something is happening to my